Thanksgiving.
Okay, have a good Are we in Washington?
Questions for Coach?
First of all, what do you see about this Georgia program? Well, first getting Lance back. Talk a little bit about what that means.
Yeah, it's good to get a healthy body back because we were down. We're already shorthanded right now. And to get Lance back is another big body and a guy that can stretch the floor, and he's one of our best shot blockers as well.
Anthony Edwards can give you nightmares. How you plan on slowing him down?
Well, we just got to make him more comfortable. He's a great player. He's potential #1 pick in the draft, and as you can see, he can not have it going for a half and come out and have 30 or 40 in the second half. So we just have to continue to make him feel uncomfortable as possible and attack him on the offensive end as well.
If I had told you before the season began, this is how it would go, everything that had happened would have happened, would you have believed me?
No.
What parts are unbelievable? Obviously the James stuff, but
Yeah, that's one. That's probably the biggest thing, though. That was the NCAA thing first, and then that.
is it surprising?
There's no, you say you're short-handed. Are you referring to Heisman? Is there somebody else?
What
we
I'm
don't know
saying
about?
was, we need all the bodies we can get. Like even in practice, we're shorthanded in practice with only having 10 guys to practice and things of that nature. So that's what I mean.
in terms of things that are surprising, some people expected egos to be a problem on this team. I don't know if you did, but it doesn't appear like they are. Is it? It seems like a close bunch. And when did you, if it's true, when did you realize that it was going to play out?
You have to guard against that coming in because you don't know. Even though everybody was using the word sacrifice,
right.
When you get into the season, sometimes family members, friends, coaches want you to do better than the other guys, so it can creep in. But I'm pleased to say that they are very happy that they play for each other. They want each other to play well and win, and ultimately, that's gonna when you have talent, that's gonna be a blessing for the coach because you don't have to worry about any of that. And what was the second part of the question? I'm sorry.
I guess when did you know that they were going to be as advertised, what they said they were?
Well, I think I noticed that right away. That the way that they started sharing the ball early, the way that they were, cheering for each other on the bench when the guys were out of the game, how hard they were cheering for their teammates. So they bought in right away.
Are you having more fun this year coaching? It seems like you're doing more coaching this year instead of directing people what to do.
That comes along with getting your guys and having your guys, even though they're freshmen. The mindset or the mentality of the guys, I actually went out and recruited these guys and know who they are. Last year's group, I really didn't know that group. I was coming in, I didn't know Keevan, I didn't know Mike Parks, I didn't know KB. Of course, the only person I pretty much knew was Jeremiah and the guys that I recruited in. So it was tougher, but I can't say having more fun because I had fun last year, but it's more people that understand my system.
Penny, you guys are around the top in a lot of defensive statistics in the country. Did you have specific markers for the team and for individuals defensively where you wanted to be at the end?
Well, we just wanted to go out there and just, as a group, just shut people down. Put them in the lower percentile of shooting from the field, from the three-point line, and keep them off the free throw line. And they just happen to be what it is now. But I didn't have specific guys saying, hey, I need you to be defensive player of the year in our conference. I need this. It's just collectively, this is what we need to do to shut people down.
A player like you're going to face tomorrow, a different kind of test in that way?
Yeah, the most difficult player that we played thus far is coming tomorrow. He's so dynamic in all areas. He's a four-level guy. He's threes, free throws, dunks, post-ups, pretty much everything.
Coach, as a team, do you all have New Year's resolutions?
We didn't have a New Year's resolution for the team. We haven't set any goals since the New Year's happened. We set them from the beginning, and we're trying to, get those as we go along.
What do most teams fear about you? Your offense of your team or your defense of your team?
I think they fear our offense, how deep we are. When you have 5 guys in double figures and the ball is shared, you can't just key in on one guy. So I'm sure a lot of teams fear our offense more than our defense, even though we're ranked high in some defensive categories.
Speaking of that keying in, Coach, you have, sorry about that. Getting back to Anthony Edwards a little bit without giving away your game plan, is this going to be like defense by committee going after him?
Absolutely. It's not going to be one guy's job. It's going to be a committee. It's going to be the entire team's job. We want that to happen with pretty much all the best players that we're going to play against their team. It's 5 guys against that one guy. Even though there's other guys on the floor, we have to key in on him.
Coach, I know you want everybody to have a good game tomorrow. How important is Boogie Ellis having a good game and getting hot early?
Well, we want that. As a coach, I would love for him to come out of a slump. He's in a miniature slump, or even a big slump in his mind, but we know he could get going at any time. I would love to see him shoot the ball well tomorrow and get going because he is a weapon for us.
Is that something you talk with him about?
Yes, and kind of mentioned it after the game to the team to rally around Boogie. We can't adjust a ton, but we're going to give him opportunities to make his plays, and hopefully he takes advantage of those.
You said opponents maybe fear your offense more, but you think in terms of the ultimate goal on a deep NCAA run, when a team has a run like that, how often do you think it's defense that carries the day?
No, defense is number one that carries that run. Obviously, you're going to make some baskets that you need to make it timely at times during the game, like timely baskets, but you got to get stops. And all the good teams that win, even though they have offensive players, they still lock up and play good defense as a team for a majority of that game.
Once again, the other night, it comes down to the last 4 minutes, and your guys made all kind of big plays, and they've made a habit of that. Is that innate? Is that something that you've done, working on it? How do you explain just the fact that in close games, this team has done very well, considering how young?
I think it's just our style and our coaching style and us putting the kids through every type of scenario that they can be put in. We do everything. We try not to leave any stone unturned, cross all T's, dot all I's with every aspect of the game, beginning, the middle, the end, taking away hot guys, which are guys that can really shoot it, guys like Anthony Edwards. And when it comes down to a 4-minute game, we have scenario games where we'll put 4 minutes on the clock, tie game, let's see what plays we make. So they're getting really good at that.
Georgia gonna come in looking to knock you off this week, one of their big wins of the year if they can beat you. What are you gonna try to do to make sure they don't get that confidence to try to get that run going against you?
Just protect home court. Really just try to start off quick. It's a couple games at home that stick out right away. Obviously the Tulane game we got down, and then the Little Rock game we got down. We can't continue to do that. We got to start off, get our crowd behind us, and get those guys' confidence down as fast as we can.
You said this was a top 10 team before the season began, but that was with James. Now you are a top 10 team, no James, 1 loss. Is that surprising? I mean, did they surprise you, what they've been able to, what y'all
Well, you
have
know
been
what?
able
I've
to do?
always been the type of guy that chemistry overrides talent. And if you have enough talent, your chemistry can override a lot of the talent issues. And James was a humongous piece for us. But the team is still very talented, and the chemistry is really good right now. They had to bond together because we were trying to hold it together until he got back,
Right.
and then he ended up leaving. But yeah, the team is bonded really well.
Is it that going through that has strengthened the bond, do you think?
Yes, I think going through that has strengthened the bond because they were all playing for each other, like I said, and they were just trying to hold it down until Lester and James came back. And man, we won some games we weren't supposed to win, and we took care of business in the games that we were supposed to. So yeah, that's a testament to those guys really just saying, hey, we have to do this together.
Speaking
How
of
good is the
winning games,
Hammonds kid? You keep talking
No,
about
Hammonds
Edwards.
he's really good. He's 15-9 guy. Doesn't get many plays ran for him, but understands how to capitalize on the moments that he gets. High efficiency. Played with Lance Thomas in the front court at Norcross, so a very familiar face. And he's going to want to come and have a huge game.
Will you put Lance on him?
We're going to try to stay away from that. But no, I don't know. Lance probably end up on him sometime.
Lance has said he wants to play.
Yeah, I know. I'm just joking. Lance and they'll be going at it for sure.
Damian, good to go?
Yeah, Damien's good to go.
Got some high-level high school basketball in the area. Are you still comfortable with, I know you don't have any signees, but are you comfortable with where you are and building an
I am. I'm very comfortable. I think that we've shown the nation that we're for real and it's not a gimmick, and that being top-ranked team in the country and playing really well, any kid should want to look at us. And even though we haven't had any signees, we had the #1 recruiting class in the country last year. So if you don't go out and get 7 or 8 guys anymore, you're doing really good with the group that you get. That's why you go and get that class. So it's only need a piece or two here and there.
Coach, when this is the last game before you get totally into conference play, you looking to make a big statement out of this?
Well, we want to. When I was a player and we had these type of games, man, it was always telling each other, this is a statement game. This is a game where we're on our home court. We don't let anybody come in our building and beat us. We're the aggressors from the beginning to the end, and they don't get out of here with a win. So I'm the same way as a coach. You're going to always feel that way in any game, but especially in the big games.
Is it a statement probably because of national TV, CBS? I mean,
It's a statement game because we're a higher ranked team, and the team is coming in here trying to beat us. That has definitely played a really good schedule thus far. They played Michigan State. They played Dayton. They played some really good teams thus far, and they've only lost 3 games, so we can't give them any room. Can't give them any breathing room.
What is the statement that you want everybody to leave the game with?
That we're here. That we're not. This is not a gimmick. That we're the #9 ranked team in the country for a reason, and we have to protect home court.
Anything else? All right, thank you.
Thank you.